Okay, the time has come to replace my REDBACK Escape Boots, the lightest pair of boots I have ever owned, one of the most comfortable pair of boots I have ever owned, and the only pair of boots that I ever purchased that I did not have to buy additional insole cushioning to make them more comfortable. I've heard a lot of people knock them. You know, if you're buying cheap boots at the local discount store, you know, for 70, 80 bucks, yeah, they are expensive compared to those. But if you're really going to compare them to a high-end quality boot, for me, it would be like a Red Wing. You can't buy, I don't care what boot you go buy at the Red Wing store, you're talking $375 or more. And I've actually owned several pairs of Red Wings just because the company would pay for them. And we went ahead and got them. And let me tell you what, you have to buy insoles. They actually sell their own insoles for like 40 bucks or something like that, 45 bucks. And they help, but the point is that these REDBACK Escapes, when you buy them, I mean, to me, they were extremely comfortable. I normally work anywhere from a 12-hour to a 16-hour day on top of concrete, you know, nonstop. And then we do go out to location and, you know, we go out there and, you know, we run them through the mud, we run them through the water and all that, and they held up. They did extremely well. You know, of course, you have to select your boot. You know, you have to understand what you're working with. You have to understand the demands of what you're asking of the boot. I'm going to go ahead and be going to these Sentinel boots that you're seeing here. They're actually a little bit heavier boot. But the reason I'm going to these is because now I have a need to have a lace-up boot. The company requires that you have a lace-up boot. This boot is actually pretty ingenious. It's a lace-up, but it has a zipper, so it's easy to get in and out of. And it's just a neat boot. I'm going to try it. I do still have my Timberland Pros that I bought the same time I bought my Escapes. And man, they just are heavy. And I can tell you this, if I wear them for 2 days, it's like someone takes a bat to my lower back. I mean, they're heavy. And I don't know if it's just because I got used to the Escapes, but I can tell you this, my wife can tell when I wear the Timberland Pros because, I mean, it just wears you down, especially when you're working 12-hour plus days. So the Escape, extremely light. I have pictures of them in there. And I have pictures of the weight of the Timberland Pro. And I have pictures of the Sentinel, which is a new boot, by the way. Thanks to my son-in-law. Thank you. He's out of Fort Lewis in Washington. So I want to give a shout out to everybody out there at Fort Lewis in Washington. And I really appreciate the gift. Thank you.